Hello traders, I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures, here to talk to you about agriculture, grain markets in particular. We'll start with the corn market. It is higher today. Textbook fashion, we started the week, corn gapped higher and on cold and wet temperature. And our first chart of the day is a daily chart of corn. So you can see corn going back and filling that gap yesterday. Now we're higher today. We get in here next week and there's more rain around than anybody's talking about. Corn should continue higher. So exports are good. The demand story is good on corn. And we'll just see where we go. Monday night planting progress. Maybe you'll see 46% of the corn planted. It looks like a window of opportunity early next week, but later next week, more rain in the forecast. So maybe going to continue to be volatile next week. Okay, the soybean market. I think soybean someday is going to trade like cattle has traded here in the last few weeks. It's protein, what the world wants. That's what cattle and beef is, protein. The consumer of the world gets what he wants, and he wants soybean. So our next chart is July soybean chart, daily chart. You can see a daily reversal up today we're working on. They're above 980. Many grain analysts will tell you July soybean should not be above 980. So we'll see about that. Be careful when every analyst tells you the same thing. And they're all saying we get good weather here in the week or two. Soybeans are the one that can really fall. Well, they're pointing higher this morning, so we'll follow along on that. Exports continue to be good, and they should continue in our lifetime. Okay, the Glencoe CEO, the world raw material, mining, agricultural, huge conglomerate. He doesn't see food prices upside potential right here, right now. With big growing seasons that we've had back to back to back, he's saying that there's really no concern for higher food commodity prices. Here in the U.S., he says there's a little bit of chance for some rally like we've seen this week. So it's interesting. ADM's earnings this week, Bunge's earnings this week. They're really struggling here with all of this grain in the world, the major grain handlers. Now, the Bunge CEO, he says something that's really spot right on. Is we're just 3 weeks away in July of hot and dry weather, or 3 weeks away in August of hot and dry weather, and we're way back to a supply crunch and higher prices. And that's what it is with these grain markets. It's weather this time of the year, so we'll keep talking about that. The one predictability of weather forecasting is its unpredictability, and nobody knows what the weather's going to be 2-3 months from now. So hence, the wheat market today is the daily chart of wheat, and you can see wheat also gapping higher early this week off of the cold snow temperatures in Kansas, and now we went back yesterday and filled that gap very good. So the headlines this week, wheat up 8% in 2 days, and that's what happens when the weather changes, the price of these grains change. So next week we'll get a crop report on Wednesday, and we'll talk about that, and everybody have an excellent weekend.